Very good evening, students. Today I'm going to explain about the App Lab. Okay, App Lab is a software. It's a web-based application, so we can create the apps. How to go to App Lab? See, students, in Google you can type code.org. Okay, this code.org is very good platform to learn the coding. Okay, we can learn many things, animations, even apps, and you can create the some games also, even from kindergarten to intermediate level. It is providing the different courses. In these courses I am training to on app lab. Okay, so let me just give you how to start the session. Suppose if you want to start your applications, actually first of all we need to think why we need to create the apps. See, we can, if you want to provide applications, or else if you want to provide some websites or anything, we need to open the browser. Okay, now is it my voice is clear? Can you put in the chat? Now my voice is clear. Yeah, good. So students, you can understand now. See, nowadays many people are using mobiles. Everything in mobile data only. Suppose if you want to see the website, we need to open laptop or system and we need to open it. Instead of that one, suppose we are providing one app. Okay, they are downloading and they are using the app. So this application oriented education is more important nowadays. Okay, because technology increasing, and if you know, okay, how they are preparing these apps, and if you how it is navigating and which links are good, if you know, that will be very good for our future purpose also. It is very good. Okay, that's why for high school students mostly you can concentrate on this type of technologies. Okay, so which type of the applications we can do? We can do app applications, we can do quiz applications, we can do mathematical applications. So many applications we can do it. But now what I'm taking the app lab. Okay, this app lab have virtual mobile phone is there. Okay, virtual mobile screen is there. So whatever the thing, if you want to do, you can do it on the screen. So suppose if you want to join in that one, you can join with your Google. Okay, you can join with your Google. Now see, the once we open, we sign in with this one, our platform will be coming like this. Okay, see, did you observe here, the platform is like this. Okay, did you observe here the blue color part? Okay, the blue color part, actually it is not blue, some other color. So in this color part, if you see the code or logo is there here, project names, if you want to change, you can change it here. So if you want to share your project, and if you want to remix some other projects, the options are available here. And here create, if you want to make it new apps or else some other sprites, some other projects, it is the option here. And here all your projects will be same, saving on your profile. Okay, so this is the menu bar, we can call it as a menu bar. And the second thing is the screen. Okay, this is the virtual screen. Okay, so if you want to see your output, or else if you want to design some applications, all the elements you can keep it here and you can check it out here, and even you can run and you can test it also. And next thing is the toolbox. Okay, toolbox are all the tools. And the third, next one is the workspace. Okay, total this part I am dividing into 4 parts. Okay, how many parts? 4 parts. See, the first part is the navigation bar, window navigation. So here name saving and renaming, sharing, remix, and applications, and even your profiles. So these things are there in the first part. In the second part, virtual screen. In the virtual screen, just only virtual phone is there. And third one is the toolbox, and fourth one is the workspace. Workspace means you can do all your work. That means you can do work here. See, suppose in this programming, the next thing is we are in the 3 modes are there. Okay, we are in the app lab. App lab have 3 modes. The first mode is the design mode. Okay, and the next mode is the code mode, and third one is the data mode. Data is not a mode, actually it is a part. Okay, now see students, design. See, for everything we need to start with the design. First we need to think and plan, and after that we need to design. Okay, after design only we can do the coding. Okay, so always you should start your application with design. When you come to design, the design toolbox will come, and workspace will also just displaying the what are the properties are there. So automatically the workspace is filled with the properties of the element. Suppose if you clicking on the screen properties will come. Suppose if you take any other element, the other element part properties will come. Okay, so this type of things will be the to design toolbox and workspace toolbox. Suppose if you clicking on the code, okay, the screen should be like this only, but here the toolbox is changing to coding blocks, and workspace should be empty. You need to drag these coding blocks to workspace. That is the difference. In the design mode, automatically workspace is filled with properties. In the code mode, the workspace you need to fill with the proper code. Okay, that is the thing. But first, if you want to see our first application, if I click on the button, I need to change my screen color. Suppose this is my first application. How I need to do? So the first thing is you need to think about the problem and find out the solution. See what is the question here? Okay, I need to change the background color. Change the background color when button click. Okay, we can write it this one like this also. When button is clicked, okay, so change the background color. Suppose this is our problem, so we need to create one app like this. So what we need to do, when button is clicked, we need to change the background color. So why I am repeating the question multiple times means, if you read the question, if you understand the question, the solution is very easy. Now see students, one screen we need to take it out. Okay, in this screen actually we need to keep the one button here. Suppose if you click on this button, this background color should be changed. So let me do this thing here. So now I'm going to start my thing with the design. Okay, here I am taking the screen one. Okay, this screen one, let me start with the my color is some different color. Suppose it is a some this color. Okay, now I'm taking the one button. So here I'm putting the click me. I'm writing here. For example, see now, if I'm clicking, it is not changing. Why? Because till now we are in the design mode only. We designed the part. Now what we need to do after designing, how, see in the designing, see how is our screen, or else where we need to keep the buttons, where we need to adjust, how much, what is the button width, what is the button height. Those things we need to concentrate. But coming to here, coding part, we need to do the coding here. Okay. Now see everything. Okay. Suppose if you are doing some action, it is called in the computer language, in the JavaScript words, if you want to call event. Okay, so clicking, that is one event. Just moving, that is one event. Okay, just pressing, okay, that is one event. So these type of events you can handle with event handler. So in JavaScript, okay, in app lab, one event handler is there, that is on event. Okay, so here on event block we can take it out. Here which button you are clicking, button one or screen one, so that ID you can give. So where we get this ID, suppose if you go to design mode, see if you click on the screen ID, see ID is like your roll number, student roll number. Okay, suppose if you change and you can keep some other ID, you can keep it, no problem, but ID should be unique for that screen. Suppose if you take one more screen and this screen ID is same screen one, and the next screen also screen one, you should not be keep like that. You should be keep ID means unique one only. It should be not be duplicated. Okay, and next, so what is the button ID? Button one. Okay, button 1. Now come here. What we need to do, if we click on the button, the color of the screen should be changed. So if I click on the button, okay, button 1 is clicking. So I need to change the screen color. See, if you want to change anything, okay, color or size or something, we are calling as a property. So you can take the set property one. See here in the JavaScript or else any programming things, two methods are main important. One is a set, another one is a get. So in the future classes, I will explain about the set and get. The first thing is set property you can take. Now here you can take set, okay, screen one, okay, screen one ID you can give it. So what you want to change? Color. So here you can change the in background color. So which color you want to keep? So red color or else green color or blue color, your wish. So you can keep some color. Now our design part is completed and code part is completed. Now we want to test it. How to test this one? See here in the screen, mobile screen, there is a run option is there. You need to click on the run option. If you click on the run option, now this code will be executed. See here, if you see here, show debug commands and it is coming like this. Okay, so here actually the code is running here. Okay, now here I am testing. If I am clicking on the screen, you should change it to green color. Now see here it is changing to green color like this. Okay, this is our first application. So what is our question? If I click on the button, I need to change my background color. See here, if I'm clicking, my background color is changing. This is my first application. Okay, so I will explain second application. Just